Welcome, my dude.
It's been a long time. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm just glad to have you here, man.
Man, I'm glad to be back here, man. It's been so long.
It's been a long time since I've seen you. Welcome to Weekend Warriors, my dude. We're playing fucking Street Fighter V. And the reason Kizzie is here is because the character that we're doing today is Kage. And you played Kage for a while.
Yes, I did. And I enjoyed him a lot, actually.
Yeah,
he was a good learning curve because I had to get used to having like certain block strings, like, basically kind of like works for Kage only. It's not necessarily like a shoto, but he's like a...
Wait. You telling me he's not a shoto? The man who told me once over dinner that Zeku is a shoto?
Yes, Zeku is
Shut
a shoto.
up, get out of here! Of course he's a shoto. I mean, he's certainly non-traditional in a lot of ways.
He's not traditional. That's the better way to say it. He's really not traditional.
Right.
And I had to get used to that.
What do you think of that, Greg?
I don't know which side to take.
Well, what do you think of his character?
I mean, I think he looks awesome. I used to like Evil Ryu before, so I'm still getting used to this new design.
Oh, you were an Evil Ryu fan.
I mean, Evil anything is dope from at a surface level. That's why they do it, right?
Excuse me, violent kid.
Yeah, he's violent.
He's very violent.
As
He's not
opposed to
evil.
the pacifist kid that we were all used to.
Passive aggressive kid.
He just subtweets Ryu all day. And Ryu's like, motherfucker, just at me next time. Damn.
Bro, we live in the same apartment.
This is Kage, man.
Well, I'm excited to learn about him.
Yeah, I think he's really interesting. Like, this character came out a few months back, and I've never covered him, so we're covering him right now on Weekend Warriors. And like we were talking about before, this dude is a shoto. So, Greg, you automatically understand him. You know what I mean? But he's not traditional in a lot of ways. And honestly, what makes him interesting is, in my opinion, are the deviations from the norm.
Yeah.
I mean, not to slow it down too much, but that's the first time I think I've heard that phrase.
Shoto?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't, but like you can already tell what it is, right?
Ryu type is what I hear when you say that. Is that wrong?
People that play like Ryu can, across any game. Like honestly, like, and then we can't get into this because me and Kizzie, we've done this before where we've gotten into an hour-long debate about what is or isn't a shoto.
Well, what was he? What
don't
Kizzie,
stop. No, we can't do it.
But I want
we can't. Stop. Don't.
Can I?
No, we can't do it.
Please.
Quiet down, class.
All right, give your definition, but I can't have you back it up. What's your definition?
One definition of shoto is just basically like a well-rounded character.
Okay.
A lot of like spacing tools.
Okay.
And a lot of like frame traps that works like button into reward. Like I look at that as like a shoto archetype, right?
Yeah.
Most of them have like a tatsu, but some doesn't. Some shotos don't have a tatsu,
Yeah.
But well-rounded is like the most like.
I'll agree to that.
You were trying to make a case that he was what? You was saying he wasn't a shoto.
Kizzie was about to say that this guy Kage wasn't a shoto.
That he was what?
And I'm like, yeah, he is.
What are you saying he was instead?
No, we can't get into that.
We can't get into that.
All right, we only have so much time to actually go over his character, you guys.
are so funny to me. All right,
let's start with special moves. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's start with SRK. Right. So he's got his SRKs, light, medium, and heavy. It's pretty standard. That's why we're starting with it. Light, medium, heavy, and the medium one is good for anti-airs, just like a lot of people in this game. And the light one is good for ending certain combos. And the heavy one is good for ending other combos. Pretty simple so far, right, Greg?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Don't forget about his EX one, which is like the exact same thing. It's definitely good for adding. It's his get the fuck off me move, but it's also good for ending certain combos if you want to add a little bit of extra stink and damage onto it.
It also pushes him to the corner. Really.
Yeah, it does have very good corner carry. It's true. Not to mention the fact that like out of a lot of other moves, it has more juggle properties than a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So like if you've already done some cool juggle shit, which this character can do. And you're like, well, what do I end the combo with? Honestly, spinning the bar for this is like one of the only things you can do a lot of the time.
Yep.
You got me, Greg?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm doing the thing where I nod silently.
You can't nod silently.
No.
You can't do that. Moving on to his tatsu. He has a tatsu. It's like a single hit. It doesn't work like a lot of other people's tatsus, right?
He's too evil to spin.
Nah, he's like, fuck that. I do one kick and that's all you get. What this move honestly is for is for combo extension, usually.
Yeah.
And they, how do I put this? Certain buttons will combo into certain tatsus. Like the harder the button, the harder the tatsu you can pop off with it.
Yeah.
And the harder the tatsu, usually the more bullshit you can juggle with that.
Right.
Right?
And
Greg,
usually
you're still nodding. You're still nodding.
Usually
Yes.
there's a lot of tatsus that actually do more damage when you do like the bigger tatsus, but his particular, they all do the same damage.
Is that right? I never noticed that.
Yeah.
There you go. So I guess then the only real reason that you would want to do bigger tatsus of higher strength, if you will, is for more juggle stuff. For example,
juggle stuff, yeah.
light tatsu, you can get light SRK after, but
Wow.
you can't get heavy. Oh, yes you can. Fucking A. Hold on.
No, you did. I think you did roundhouse one. Yeah.
Did I accidentally do the
Yeah,
roundhouse?
you did.
That makes sense. I'm like, how is that possible?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, roundhouse tatsu, you'll get the heavy SRK. Yeah, it makes
Got
sense.
it. Okay.
And then there's EX tatsu, which gives you juggles for days. This thing is the ultimate combo extender because look how much hang time they have. You can do a lot of different things, right?
Cool.
Oh, you could do stuff like that
Wow.
if you wanted to. But honestly, like one of the best things you can do is just dash. Oops, I forgot to dash, but it still worked out. You can get like a dash into a heavy SRK.
Yep.
Very nice.
Wow.
So that's his tatsu. It's combo filler. It extends shit. Moving on to his Hadoken. Pretty non-traditional that it doesn't go anywhere.
Non-traditional.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But we can talk about what this is good for, right?
Yeah.
Kizzie, what do you think?
Yeah. So, what I like about his tatsu, his fireball,
Yeah.
in particular, it's like I said, it force stands and it kind of keeps him in his good button range. So like you can do like fireball and hit, and you can do stand forward, and like it's a really good like check move,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like I said, like the fireball just like keeps them in place. So like you could always do a button and took a Hadouken. You could walk up a little bit and do a Hadouken again. Like he is kind of like putting fear into you, right? And he's trying to see like what are you trying to do to get out. So he's a little like a lot of mind games, I would say. And that's what I like about his fireball the most. And then the cool thing about it as well, he has the red fireball, you know.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But how is that different from regular reuse Hadouken?
Well, think about it. Like regular reuse Hadoken is like a full screen poke, right?
Yeah.
Like he
Right.
can control space from full screen. This guy cannot.
Yeah,
Right.
He can also
So that's
stop
the disadvantage.
Yeah, but he can stop fireballs.
Yeah, he
as
can
well.
negate other
I
fireballs.
see.
So it's like and it has less recovery. I think it has less recovery than regular traditional fireballs
looks
as well.
that way, yeah.
So you like I said, you could really like throw that out, and it could be like a poke. You could use it as like a poke.
It's like a poke, yeah.
Yeah.
But think about it. So it's +2 on hit, right? But on
Yeah.
block,
+2
I think
on
it's
hit.
minus
three. It's -3.
-3.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty safe.
It's really
as long as you
learn
like
to
do it
space
from the
it
right
properly,
range.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
As opposed to if I just walk up with a regular Ryu and throw a Hadouken in someone's face.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It's like
not
-6.
safe on block.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not a
okay.
good look.
Yeah.
But this
Got
guy,
it, got
yeah,
it.
you want to use it. Not only do you want to use it from like these ranges, you have to.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
not going to be zoning anybody out with this stuff.
Right,
Then there's
right.
EX Fireball, which crumples, which is very nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
So you can combo into that, you know,
Yep.
and then get a crumple. You can combo out of it too. I fucked up. But you get
Also,
the idea.
another thing that's really good about his fireball as well is it stops dashes.
He's a
So,
regular
like,
fire.
somebody-
Yeah.
So somebody's running. If you think somebody's going to dash at you, throwing that out to stop the dash is actually really good.
Yeah, I think the real point about this fireball is that it's faster.
Yeah.
Like it may not go anywhere, but it is faster than a regular fireball,
Yep.
which means that it can really be used like just like another poke, kind of. You know?
Very cool.
And on block, let's see, -2. So if you spin the bar on that looking for shit, at the very worst,
You're safe.
You lose your turn.
Yeah, you're safe.
Got
That's
it.
kind of nice. But yeah, like I said, this EX Fireball, you can combo out of it. It's nice and chunky, you know. Let's move on to you were mentioning it before, the red Fireball, which I call chocolate, you know,
Yeah.
because he says this. He's
Chocolate.
So, you know, it's kind of like Akuma. So he does have a more traditional Fireball, but this is slow as balls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Super slow. And then, of course, the 3-hitter quitter. You know, he's got, the 1, 2, and 3 hits. But understand that, like, this is to...
What'd you do to get? Was that just heavy? With heavy?
Well, for the 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has the 2-hitter on medium. But this is to complement his other Fireball. You know, he can do a little bit of zoning on his own and also uses for pressure. But what should be known most about this move is that it is very, very, very slow.
Yes.
Like, he'll throw this out before somebody jumps, and they will jump at you and body you.
Yes.
It is
And Kage cannot afford to lose health off jump ins because he already have one of the lowest health in the game.
Oh, really? Wow.
You have to be really careful when you use this.
Yeah,
Surprising for an evil demon.
I know.
Well, the
very
super
fragile.
evil characters usually have low health in this game. You know that?
Yeah.
The what characters?
The super evil characters, like, well, honestly, it's like I'm thinking about Akuma and stuff, right? Like, all the characters with like a bunch of offensive options and a bunch of mobility don't need that much health.
I see.
In fact, they can't have that much health.
I
you know?
see.
But yeah, he's got this fireball. It's to complement the other one, and it's its most traditional fireball, if you will, but it has a lot of drawback, which is the antithesis of this very fast fireball from before. You know.
Got it.
So yeah, they all knock down, which is nice, and of course the EX one is like, you want to spin butter, okay, then all of a sudden this becomes like a real fireball with like real speed. You know what I mean? This thing is also plus on block, I believe.
It's plus. I want to say it's +6.
Yeah. So if you spin that bar,
you have a free turn.
Yeah, very much so. And I use this often, just
Very
to
smart.
stay in there.
Very smart.
Let's see. He has an air fireball. I don't know if you saw it. So you can like jump forward and do a fireball, right?
Yep.
Cool.
But getting the right angle on that way is a little bit tough. Like, you're not going to be jumping at people. Like, it's not Akuma that comes like down at an angle, right?
Yeah.
Let's go straight forward. So honestly, one of the best ways to do this move is to Tiger Knee it. We talked about Tiger Knee before, right, Greg? You remember that? The technique?
I'm aware of the move. Yes.
Well, specifically the Tiger Knee technique, not Sagat's move, but like how to perform it on a controller. Do you remember us talking about that?
Vaguely.
So it's like a different way to perform an air special move. So instead of doing like you jump, like instead of pressing up forward and performing Hadoken, you do the Hadoken before the jump.
Oh, right.
And then you press up forward and press the button so that like you do it quickly enough so that the stored special move comes out as soon as you jump.
Right. Okay.
So it looks like that.
Cool.
Which is like a lot more useful than, jumping and doing this. You know what I mean? Because this, as Kizzie I'm sure can attest, will stop some people.
Yeah.
Like people who are like trying to jump at you.
It also base reversals.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you can like jump and then fake them out, and then you could bait them out doing Dragon Punch.
Yeah, I never used it that way.
Yep.
Interesting. And then of course the EX one will travel full screen. That thing is tight.
Yeah.
So that thing will like put people in juggle state in midair. It's really fucking cool.
I wish you could do it low enough to like actually use it as like a real fireball. That'd be so cool.
Man.
But like the aesthetic of it looks beautiful.
It's very fucking cool looking.
Yeah. Also, another thing too to keep in mind is usually special moves, when you do it, it gives you like a little bit of special meter. His air fireball does not.
Really?
Yeah.
Air fireball builds no meter?
No.
Why'd they do that?
Not traditional shoto. Yeah. I'm just like,
because he's weird.
I had to dab at you right there.
Because he's weird.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they did it because they knew you could just sit there and kind of like do it a lot. So I guess they just made it where it was like, it'd be a little too cheap
for him to just do this all day.
Do that all day. Yeah, so it's cool.
Okay. Any questions so far, Greg?
No.
Okay. He has a pretty important move. Is his stomp? Is this?
That is his whole gimmick. Every character usually have a gimmick, and like that is like his main gimmick. I would say.
Each one is very different.
Yes, and they play a different role.
Yeah. The one that I'm not the most familiar with is the light one.
So the light one I could say is like I said, it's a true. I want to say it's a true block string in certain block strings you do.
I see.
And also combos every time. But the problem is like both medium and light leave you in a +2 state, but the medium one keeps you close. And
really?
If you get the hit off for the light one, it pushes you back. You see the difference right there?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So like it's really like if you want to go for like a mix-up after that, then going for the medium one is good. But if they block it, you lose your turn.
Yes, that's true.
So, but if you do light stomp and they block it, then you're punishable.
That's true.
So, but the problem is they both look the same, but they sound different. So if the player knows that, then you can kind of like respond and see how it works. But like I said,
sound
medium,
to the ear, like you're listening for it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, that ambiguity is why these moves are useful, right?
Yeah.
Let me break it down real quick, Greg. So like, look, this light one is +2 on hit, right? And I think it's the fastest one. It's so fast that it combos out of this crouching medium kick, which is very useful. You can catch people's legs like this, right? The thing is, though, if you try to do that crouching medium kick to the medium stomp, they will block that and you're -2. But make no mistake that light stomp is -4, like Kizzie said. And because that move moves him close, you're probably going to get punished. Like, there's no good way to space that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So the light one is a little bit dangerous if you're just throwing it out there. The medium one, however, like I said, is totally safe. And then there's the heavy one, which is very slow. See that delay?
Yeah. What's the benefit? More damage?
Okay, check it out. +3 on block.
Oh, wow.
So,
If you don't get hit in startup, then you're good.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
He actually can get thrown out of it.
Yeah, he gets a lot of stuff that can happen to this
Yeah.
poor guy if he's doing that. But that's the beauty. Like,
Come with
that's
that
the
heavy
game of this
foot.
character.
Yeah,
is
that's the mind game he has to play.
Like, can you keep your opponent in pressure, like under duress enough, so that they can't tell the difference between the shit? For example, if you're constantly doing this and your opponent doesn't get that they're minus and they keep pressing buttons, well, great, you can keep opening up with like buttons after, right? But let's say that they start respecting you, right? Let's say they start respecting you and blocking, well, then they block this, and all of a sudden you can start throwing, right?
Yep.
Well, then let's say they get really wise and like, fuck, I'm tired of holding this heavy-ass stomp, and they start hitting buttons out of it, right? Like, let's say I do this, right? Just to put pressure on them, and then they know there's a gap there. I will press a button in that gap. They can start hitting you out of it. Well, if you notice that, you can go right back to medium stomp.
Yep.
Which is faster, and you'll catch them with a counter hit.
Yep.
Which,
and
of
if
course,
it counter
will
hit, it'll
combo.
You get a combo because counter hit adds 1 frame of hit stun.
2 frames.
2 frames. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. 2 frames. 2 frames.
But do you understand what we're saying?
So
Greg?
just mixing up light, medium, and heavy stomp gives you a lot of utility there. Like
It does. You have to, but you have to earn it, like, because you have to be close to do any of this.
Yep.
And you have to.
And when you say, and when Kizzie says it's his gimmick, that you mean like that's the move that this character needs to use a lot, or what does that mean exactly?
So what I used to the terminology I say is like gimmick. It's like every character has like a uniqueness, right? It's like Ryu is very unique with throwing fireball, so that's his gimmick. His whole gimmick is like fireball, right?
I see.
Ken is like Tatsu's. So like, you know, anytime he wants to kind of like do a lot of damage, you'll see a lot of Tatsu.
I see.
You'll see a lot of like DPs and Dragon Punch and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kage's his whole game is a axe kick, what they call it, but it's his stomps.
Right.
And the reason why his stomps is his gimmick is because when he's up close, he's a rush down character. So he wants to stay on top of you and like have like massive frame advantage.
I see.
So his axe kick is one of the moves that allow him to extend himself and get a lot of reward sitting on top of him. So,
Got it.
it's super important to use.
yep.
Wow,
His EX
okay,
one is
cool.
also very important.
It's an overhead.
It's like it is an overhead, but it's very minus on block, like extremely punishable. -8. So if you think someone's gonna be like, once again, it's another layer of that mix-up, because at a certain point, if you're putting your opponent under duress enough, they'll just start to take the block.
Yes.
And they'll just start to crouch block and be like, I'm just waiting for my turn.
Yep.
And then if you can sneak in one of those and catch them when they're fucking, blocking low, it's not a bad idea.
That breaks block.
Well, it's an overhead.
I see.
So they have to
they're
stand
blocking
up.
low.
Yeah,
I
they have
see,
to
I see,
stand
I
up.
see. Okay, cool.
So yeah, that's his stomp. I think that's it for his special moves, but we should probably talk about his V skill real quick.
Yeah.
His V skill is like, in my opinion, it took me a long time to understand how you're supposed to be using it. And I'm still not that great at it, but it's super important for him. So something we haven't covered his normals yet, but something you have to understand about this character is that a lot of his normals don't go very far. He has some stuff that goes okay distances, but they have very particular applications and have weaknesses.
Nice.
His V skill, however, does this. This is it. That is his V skill, right? So check this out, Greg. On hit, it is just +2, right? It is +2, which means you are not comboing out of that, right?
Okay.
However, let me see if I can. I'm trying to like combo into it, but that doesn't make sense. There you go. Understand that, like, yeah, you can't cancel into this V skill. Like it's its own thing. It's like a poke. You understand?
Okay.
But on block, it's -6, which means that if you do this shit point blank, you're gonna get busted in the mouth.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Straight up. Matter of fact, if you space it just right, depending on how smart your opponent is and how like quick they are, you might still get busted in the mouth.
Yeah.
You know? Here's the thing though. You can charge this move. And it becomes different when you fully charge it. It looks completely the same, sounds different. Like your opponent will be able to tell, but when it's fully charged, it becomes -2.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay? Becomes -2 on block. which means that, like, you know, you expect that full charge. Like, what do you get? Like +2? Hell no. It is -2.
Yep.
The benefit you get is you don't get busted in the mouth. Compare that to that on hit is a knockdown.
Yes.
Which is kind of nice. So remember, the uncharged, the regular version is +2 on hit, which is nice because it keeps them there. But you get this nice fat knockdown if you actually land it on them, right?
So when should I plan to use that?
This move, and please,
charge.
Kizzie, correct me. Oh, the charge one?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. It has a hit of armor.
Yes. And it loses to lows.
That's the thing. So you can throw this out. You can start charging it way more than you think.
Yeah.
Because motherfuckers we throwing out you have to use this in the footsie game.
Yep.
The moment people start getting predictable with their footsies, this is when you throw that out.
Yep.
Nice.
It also goes through fireballs too.
I never use it for that. I really should. Because you will blow through that, and bam, you will catch them, and then you're +2 and right next to them,
Wow.
which is what he wants.
Wow.
Like Kizzie said though, this move loses to low. So if someone's
they
like,
sweep.
if someone, not even just sweeps, if someone's playing the footsie game like fucking Karin and shit, she's constantly throwing out low, medium kicks and shit like that, you can't use this.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna go down, and then you have
Yeah,
to play
you have
real
to-
traditional ass footsie.
Yeah, you have to like, really go out your way and like anticipate the low forward and try to use that move. But sometimes it's not even worth it. Sometimes it's just better to just use your pokes.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
But here's why it kind of evens out. Because let's say you time your shit well, and let's say you blow through, you know, you're timing it well enough that you actually get a counter hit.
Yeah.
On counter hit, normally you get +2 advantage, but this move is actually a crush counter on counter hit, and you can actually. Oh wow!
You can do that too.
I jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, you went straight to the moon.
But the point is, you can combo out of that, right? So that's uncharged. Uncharged, you get this fucking bam crush counter into some stuff, right? Fully charged, whoa, you get a spinning one,
And you get the
that's
dash
even
up.
worse.
You get the
'Cause
dash up.
You know what I mean? So the point is this: you need to use this move. You just do. You need to make people afraid of throwing out those things that keep him out. You have to keep people honest and be like, stop, stop, stop. I am not a fucking donut. Don't try to glaze me. This is a very particular
Don't
tool.
try to glaze me.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a super important tool, but it's super particular in its usage. You know what I mean? This is not, how do I put this? This isn't like Birdie's V-Skill where you throw the can whenever the fuck you want to. This is a scalpel, but it's a scalpel that you have to like, don't fucking remember that I have this. Or rather, don't forget. You feel me?
Yes.
Because once they start respecting you and expecting this shit, that's where you can just hold it. Any questions so far?
So what is the so his V skill? What's the name of the move?
Oh, I don't. It's something in Japanese. I just call it the V skill.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kizzie, do you know?
Thrust punch?
There it is. It's thrust to punch.
Thrust to the puncher.
Okay. thrust punch,
We are
okay.
seriously running out of time, so let's go over his normals really, really, really fast, shall we?
Just like I like it.
Yeah. All right. So he's got a jab. His jab is actually fucking godlike because it's pretty fast, it extends pretty far, but on hit it's +4, which is a lot.
Yes.
It is a lot, which also means that on counter hit that this thing is +6, which means it links into basically anything you want.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a fantastic jab, and you should definitely use it in the neutral when you're close enough to use it sometimes. Same kind of goes for his standing light kick. It's only +1 on hit, but the beauty of it is that it is like a little bit long, so you can like combo into like, you know, light tatsu like that, which is kind of nice. Matter of fact, you can do all three, you know, stuff like that. They're both very good for playing that. Like when you're playing the neutral, which you have to do, and when you're in here, they're not bad buttons. Am I wrong?
No, they're very, very good. And the good thing about it is they're very fast and they have very, very good range. So
Exactly.
when people are like sticking out buttons or walking forward, it's very good to like check them for doing that.
The crouching versions of those are exactly what you'd expect. You know, crouching light kick, open people up low.
Yep.
Crouching light punch. It's actually as fast as normal, right? It's
Yes.
3 frame.
Yes, it's 3 frames.
So yeah, when if you don't know what the fuck to do, hey, you got that.
Got
Plus, you know, it's cancelable
and
as well.
+2.
Yeah, this thing is a nice pressure button as well. Yeah, he's got great lights. What can I say?
He's Kage.
Medium punches. Standing medium punch is a nice poke as well. It's what is it? 6 frames, I think, a startup.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it's got a little bit of length on it. It's okay though. It's certainly not the longest medium punch, but for him, he kind of needs it. And it is indeed cancelable, so you know you can get stuff off of it. Crouching medium punch is godlike though. This thing is what, +3 on block or something like this?
Yes.
So like, yeah, you can put pressure on people with this. You can even put pressure on people with this. I think it's +1 on block. -1. Damn, never mind. So
It's still good
yeah, like this is
because you can space it out.
Exactly.
And they can't really do anything about it.
you have to use this as for. This isn't for pressure. This is for like
That's a
poking.
check. Yeah.
This is for poking, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker though, this is the pressure button. Crouching medium punch. Plus it only starts up in 5, which is extremely fast for a medium button, right?
Yeah.
Just bam, bam. It combos into itself. That's how fast it is. And of course, it's cancelable. You will see that crouching medium punch a lot, both for like a combo filler as well as putting pressure on people when they're waking up and stuff like that.
Cool.
Standing medium kick is really important too. It is probably, in my opinion, his best footsie button.
I think so too.
It doesn't do anything, Greg. What can I say? This is all it fucking does, but once again, you need it, right?
And it's +3. So if you get it up close, you get a cross jab extender.
Right. I don't know why I would ever use it up close, but it's there, you know?
Yeah.
What do you mean it doesn't do anything?
What I mean is you're not comboing into it, you're not comboing out of it. It's not cancelable. It's just there to play footsies.
Got it.
To like go over people's low pokes
Got it.
and stop their bullshit.
Got it. Okay.
You need it. Because everything else is stubby. You know what I mean? Crouching medium kick is also pretty good. It's not as long as standing medium kick, but it's cancelable.
Yep.
The only problem is that it's slow. I think it's 10 frames. As
Yeah.
far as crouching medium kicks go, it's not that long and it's not that fast.
Yeah.
But he needs it because sometimes you need to be able to check people's legs and then combo and then cancel and stuff.
Okay.
You straight up need it. And standing heavy punch is this fucking thing, man.
That's a very good button too. It's a very good counter poke as well.
Yeah?
Yes.
Interesting. So how are you using it as a counter poke?
So if you see people are like throwing out normals and you sit out of the range, you can actually throw the fierce and the fierce will catch them.
Interesting.
And you can use like Tatsu to confirm,
Right.
or EX Tatsu and stuff like that.
Okay.
The only downside is if they jump, you're dead.
Really?
You know?
It's that slow to recover, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's very bad it's very bad dealing with jumps, but it deals with every other ground normal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The only thing I was using this button for is like combo extender, like.
That's
you know what
also a good combo. Yeah, it's also good too.
Yeah.
I think that button really does a lot for him. Believe it or not, I feel like it leads to like EX Fireball. You know, it leads
Yeah,
to
that's
like
true.
Like it does a lot for like all the stuff that he has. I feel like it goes to Tatsu, it goes for Red Fireball, it goes for EX Fireball.
Yeah, like this thing, like it puts him in hit stun so long that like
I think it force stance too, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Okay.
But like this button is the go-to button where it'll lead to any special move, basically anything, virtually.
Yep.
There's
Kizzie,
crouching. What's that?
Kizzie used to play Kage a while.
Yes, I used to play him a lot.
I see. It's very cool. I have to say, I'm sure everyone at home is feeling the same way. Like listening to you guys talk about this character is so exciting. It's so much value packed into this conversation.
Yeah, you know, and he got like a little bandana with him too, bro.
Yeah,
like,
he's killing
He's
it.
a warrior.
Crouching heavy punch is a pretty damn good anti-air for like anti-cross-up stuff.
Yep.
And it also puts him in hit stun long enough to like link into
Combo
heavy
to
stomp.
his best. I would say his best tool.
Heavy stomp?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's best tool, but it's very, very important.
Very important. I see.
This is like the only way to combo into this move. And then heavy stomp is important because you can combo out of it too.
Yep.
So if you land crouching heavy punch on somebody clean, it is a fucking party starter. You understand?
Okay.
But mostly I'm using this for
starter.
I'm using
Alright.
this for an anti-air.
Yeah, party star is basically like whatever character you're playing, they have a party starter button or special, and
opens
that's
them
when
up.
it's time for them to play their game. It's their turn.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy kick is a pretty good button too. You have to use it in the footsie game every now and then to check people who are dashing towards you and walking towards you.
Yep.
The problem is that it completely whiffs on all crouchers.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of characters like Karen, they get a lot of reward off crouching low
I
forward.
know.
So you really have to be very smart and wise with that move. It also beats air moves too.
If someone's jumping to you from far away, it's
Yeah,
nice anti-air.
it's very, very.
And it even crush counters them too, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, can you get a jug off that though? I'm not sure. I don't remember finding like a
Yeah,
situation.
I think you can.
Tatsu.
Yeah, I think you can.
Nice.
So yeah, it's heavy kick. You got to use to check people who are walking.
Yeah.
Then there's sweep. Sweep is a sweep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here's a couple of command normals that we need to go over. An overhead. He has an overhead.
All
The
right.
overhead is actually really good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
And
really
you have
good.
to use it.
Yeah.
His axe kick is not an overhead.
Only the EX.
No, only the EX.
Only the
Got
EX.
it.
So yeah, you got to do that.
Got it.
And then he has forward heavy punch, which is a pretty damn good.
I think it's a really good button.
it's super important.
Yeah.
It's fast. It goes somewhat far. I think it's only -2 on hit, so you're safe to throw it out.
Yep.
And on hit, you can even confirm into a target combo. into a heavy kick, which is kind of nice.
But it also loses the target combo actually gets crouched. The second follow up.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you know how the heavy kick will like whiff crouchers?
Yeah.
This part of the target combo will also whiff crouchers. You have to be careful.
Okay.
But honestly, this thing is really good for like if you put somebody in like hit stun but it can't combo after it. It's a great way to check them.
Yep.
So for example, bam, bam, and then one press the button, hold that. Because it will crush counter.
And if they walk forward, you can hit confirm it still.
It's very nice. Right?
Yep. Cool.
Am I showing any other target combo-y things or commandos? I don't think I am.
That's it.
Okay. All right, let's close this out with the V triggers, huh?
All right.
Yeah.
Any questions so far, Greg?
No.
All right. It took me forever to figure out the applications of V Trigger 1 because I don't think they're obvious, but they're there. The first thing you got to understand about his V Trigger 1 is that it powers up his V skill, right? So you remember all the things about his V skill, right? Like it's minus, very minus on block and only a little bit of plus on hit.
Sure.
But in V Trigger 1, it's a full knockdown uncharged.
Wow.
Full knockdown. And he makes a cool yeah sound that lost that dude.
And it does a really, really good damage and stun too.
Does it really?
Yeah,
good
100 damage under stun. That's really good. It's really good.
And if I remember correctly, yeah, it's cancelable now. If you can see that. So you can like combo into it now, which is kind of cool.
Cool.
The frame advantage is really good too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. What is it on block?
It's 0.
So it's neutral. So if they block it, it's
That's
not
really
your
good.
turn, but it's not theirs.
So you just use your fastest button.
Right.
Got
Which
it.
he has. He has
Got
a
it.
3-framer.
Yep.
But charged up,
Humble.
it pummels
And you get your biggest damage.
Wow.
if it hits clean.
Yep. You
Right.
you even can get crouch fierce into axe kick.
Oh, can you really?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Wow.
Almost 400 damage.
Wow.
And on block, I can have him do it. Oh, that was too short. Okay, my bad. Hey.
Pirate crouch fierce.
Good idea. +6.
Yep.
Fully charged.
Wow.
So that honestly, that is the biggest reason for
That's
me to
very
use this
scary,
V trigger
too.
is because you know how it's hard for him to play the neutral sometimes with his stubby shit. If you want to use half your V trigger, you can be like, I don't care. It's my fucking turn. It's my turn because I'm in and I'm +6.
Okay.
And if they get hit, I got full combo. Yay. Plus all that, it's still a crush counter on counter hit.
Yep.
Like it still does everything it usually does, but it becomes godlike.
Yeah.
And you only get 2. You get fucking 2. You feel me?
You
Also,
have to be
you can
prepared
juggle
to do
out
that
of it,
three
too.
frame button, that three frame poke if he blocks.
If he blocks, you can do worse than that 3-framer
Yeah,
because you're
'cause you're
+6.
So that means you can use 6 and below.
Right.
Got it.
So like crouching medium punch. You feel me?
Got it.
The other thing that he gets in this V trigger is a teleport,
Oh.
which is also cancelable. So you can do silly things like that.
Wow.
Yep.
You can teleport back.
Or usually when you do Dragon Punch, you can actually do the first hit of Dragon Punch and teleport. So a lot of people would do wake up Dragon Punch and back teleport.
To make it safe. You
Yes.
feel me?
Oh,
Like you don't
I
know if you don't know if
see.
your wake up is gonna work. You
I
just do.
see.
I don't know why that didn't work. Now it got me blown up. There you go.
Wow.
Just to get him the fuck off. You feel me?
got it.
But the beauty is you can also do this in the air. And you can get some real wacky shit, which we'll get to later.
Yep.
But yeah,
Little teaser.
it's a weird V trigger that has very specific, like the one part of it is like very specific utility. And there's the teleport, which is like open-ended as fuck,
Yes.
you know?
Okay.
But the beautiful part is that it only costs 2 bars. So you can get it maybe twice per round if you're watching your shit, you know?
Yeah.
One of the weird things about this V trigger though is that you can't cancel into it from special moves.
Specials, yeah.
It's very strange. Like,
I think EX Fireball you can, right?
that's about it.
Yeah. What about EX the regular one? How
Oh,
did I
like
say?
like heavy top chocolate?
Yeah. No. EX Gadoken.
Oh.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So his EX Fireballs you can cancel into, which is good to know. Thank you. And then there's his V Trigger 2, which in my opinion is a lot more easy to understand.
Yeah.
First of all, you can cancel into this one from like normals as well.
Yep.
So it's a lot easier to like combo into it.
Yep.
This move gives him one of the coolest moves in the game. You ready, Greg?
Yep.
Full screen, you ready?
Yep.
All right? Just
Wow.
in there. Instant. So
And it's -2 on block.
it is -2. It's completely safe to do. So, but if someone's throwing a fireball and trying to zone you out, you're like, no, I don't give a fuck. I'm there, and you get You get 90 days of Oki after if it hits. 90 days!
90 days.
You get a fucking car rental.
90 days and 90 nights.
That's what I'm saying. So like and not only that, you can cancel out of moves, right?
Worth of Oki.
Look at this. So you get like
All right. Wow.
You can end your shit with it, right? It's super useful and it's very easy to see what it's good for, right?
Yep.
You can end your combos with a little bit extra damage plus 90 days of Oki, and you can completely dominate the neutral game with it too.
Yep.
Like, be careful. Anybody that throws out any
Also,
button that's
that
long,
button becomes way stronger now.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So because, remember how like there's certain buttons that he has that like they only do one thing because they're not cancelable?
Now they do two things.
Well, yeah. Now you can cancel this, and if you confirm that it hits,
Yep.
bam.
And you can also cancel that button into demon. Because he gets a raging demon.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep.
In this V trigger only. Wait, before we get to that, yeah, certain buttons, because his normals are cancelable into this V trigger, a lot of those normals become more deadly. Especially even stuff that's already cancelable. You can like, hold on, let me do this. Sorry, my bad. You can confirm like off of like little straight hits, right? You can just bam do that, and all of a sudden your combo can still continue.
Okay.
Very important for this one. But yeah, he has another super when he has V trigger too, which is the Raging Demon. Whoop. I'm trying to do the fucking, there it is, the fast technique. It's a Raging Demon. And it immediately ends his V trigger, but hey, it's a Raging Demon. And the fucked up part about it is that it's totally comboable. Oh, I can do better than that. Kizzie, what's wrong with me?
Oh, what's going on? Hello?
I'm too early.
Hello?
Okay.
There it is.
You
See,
can also do it off stand forward too.
Wow. How much
standing
damage was
forward.
that?
Oh, you can just cancel into it from like the
Yep.
poke? I don't know. I've never tried that. Let me see. I'm trying that method. I don't know, Kizzie. Are you punking me right now?
Sure work.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, I
That
gotta
makes
practice
it.
that.
That makes that button like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful. And it's confirmable too.
Yeah, it is. Any questions so far, Greg?
No.
Guys, I know we went through a lot of shit very, very quickly. This guy has a lot of tools. And we like to talk about them and what makes a Tatsu, so it takes a lot of time. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Kizzie's going to be back on the couch for all of this character.
Yep.
And next time, you know how we do it over here. We're going to break down some of this dude's techniques that he wants to be using mid-battle. And we might even get a fight in next time, as long as yeah, we're going to try it out. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you next time on Weekend Warriors. More not traditional Shoto next time. We'll see you guys then.
See ya.
Bye.